My dear friends, my dear students, this is your science friend Srinivas. My small, little, tiny mentees, Gautam and Punit, second and fourth graders, have come to me, and we all felt like going to Rajahmundry River Godavari Bank on this 19th December 2024, and they are interested to understand how these old bridges like Havelock Bridge with a history of 145 years ago, how they are constructed. That's why I have brought them here, this particular Godavari Kshetra. So this is a pillar, my dear friends. This is the first pillar, and then we have many other pillars like that. Okay, but here the most interesting fact is, this pillar, we haven't used any cement. They are only constructed with rocks. The way they have cut them in a proper dimensions and using all the rocks. This pillar is carrying the load of the bridge, and then the trains and the goods materials, and then people inside the trains, all whatnot. So much of load is taken care by the pillars connected with the rocks. You see, they're all rock. Square blocks, rectangular blocks, they just kept one on the other. So for several long years, I think near about 145 years it is there. So how many weather conditions it has taken care, and how many people might have travelled across this historic bridge, Havelock Bridge. How the British engineers have designed, how they are riveted without a single nut bolt, and how the load is taken care with the bearings. So they are the bearing places, and also how the pillars are structured. I personally myself have seen many floods every time, and the water level has come to the maximum levels. You see the levels they have written there. So even at that high water flow conditions, but still, this bridge is as it is, the way they have connected, and nothing went wrong. That much of history it has created. But still, because of today's, the speed of trains have expected more. At the time, maximum speed of 60-80 kilometers. But now it is required around 130 kilometers hour. And also the loads all together. That's why they said, no, this bridge is not designed for that much of heavy loads and the high speeds. That's why they have discarded this bridge, and they just kept it as a historic bridge, and they have constructed another bridge with arches and all that. Okay, similar to that, after this bridge they have constructed one more bridge a little far from here. That's called road cum rail bridge, where the trains go underneath, and where the local roadways is there up above the railroads. So this is how there are many bridges here, not only this bridge and this arch bridge. There is another bridge only for the road, like four-way. Two one direction and two lanes are other direction. Four-liner roads. Okay, there's little far from here. So there are many things they have constructed. I think they are going to construct much more also. So this is Gopada Kshetra. People take this kind of bath and all. Okay, so there are boats and all. So I wish you all will come here to my place, my native town, Rajamahendravaram, Rajahmundry, and then you can enjoy all these places every time. There are a lot of temples. See, they are giving Harati. So likewise, people can enjoy a lot much. Okay? Okay then. With this, thank you for watching this. And you also understand how the science and engineering went up so nicely. How the old constructions are still working so great. All these things you understand. So instead of cement, what could be the material they have used for bonding in between the rock to rock? You see the rocks. So these are all the things you can think like, okay, and how they have riveted, with what kind of machines they have used. These are the questions, why they have used this kind of arches, and there the K-type things, and here the N-type structures. All these things you can see. Another train is also coming. So on the arch bridges, now these days, as they have discarded this N-type bridge, what they have done is, so all the train traffic coming from Vijayawada to Visakhapatnam, so they are using this arch bridge. And the traffic from Visakhapatnam to Vijayawada, they are using that road cum rail bridge. So now there is another train passing, that's electrical engine, okay? Because earlier before, when they are using this bridge, at that time there are no electrical engines and no diesel engines also. Only steam engines used to be there. And later, before they discard this bridge, maybe around 10 years, they use the diesel engines also for express trains and all. But they used to go very slow on this bridge. because they can't allow them at higher speeds and all, because this is not designed to that higher speeds and all. But very reliable. Nothing went wrong so far. It is still working great. But as required speeds and required loads cannot be taken care of, that's why they have constructed. But while they are constructing this arch bridge, I am doing my +1 +2 at Rajahmundry. So I used to come on this bridge and watch every single step, every single pillar with $1 million question, how the pillar will go into the water, how they will construct the pillar in the water and all. There used to be a lot of questions in my mind. But I solved myself because looking to every single step action there. See, this train is coming very slow. I don't know why that is coming very slow. But usually express trains and all will run even on this bridge, even 100 kilometers, 110 kilometers also, nothing will go wrong, they can drive. But I don't know why this is. Maybe it's a goods train, so with a lot of load and all, the signals may not be given green. So maybe with the yellow signal, they have to slow down the trains and all. So that's how something. But here is an interesting question for all of you. Intermediately, there is no pillar, but still the train is stable. So who is taking care of that load? 2 engines have come. That means it's a big, highly loaded goods. So that's why it is coming slow. But even then, you see, in between pillar to pillar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there are almost 8 goods bogies. All that are heavy loaded. But how the arch bridge is taking care of all the span, I mean pillar to pillar, the length is span. How the span is taking care, all that, you all have to think about it, my dear friends. So with this, I'm signing off, your science friend Srinivas, my Gautam. Gautam, are you happy? Do you want to say something? Okay, Gautam.